Tonight on News 46, Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a fatal accident on Blag and Irene.
Dawn Gibbons is the special guest for a local charity.
And a red ribbon is cut at the Pahrump Chamber of Commerce. News 46 starts now.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, specializing in comprehensive accident rehabilitation. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Pahrump's #1 media source for local news, weather, and sports.
Good evening. It's Monday, March 21st, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Kelsey Roberts for News 46. Topping our news this evening, one man's life was tragically lost when a vehicle believed to have gone through the road closure barricades on Blag earlier yesterday morning collided with a fence before rolling over. News 46 has more.
A single vehicle rollover in the early morning hours yesterday heartbreakingly cut short one young life. Approximately 3:30 in the morning, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue as well as Nye County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the scene at Irene and Blag, in which a silver compact vehicle careened into the wrought iron fence and brick pillars newly constructed at the Variedades Chihuahua Market on the corner. The vehicle then apparently flipped over into the neighboring residential fence. A total of 3 occupants were reported to have been inside, 2 males and 1 female. 2 of the young adults, 1 male and 1 female, were apparently ejected from the vehicle. Both sustained multiple injuries, including head. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue attempted to revive the 1 adult male who was believed to be the driver of the vehicle. They promptly transported him to the Calvada helipad, where Mercier 21 was to transport him to UMC Trauma Center in Las Vegas. Unfortunately, the young man seemingly succumbed to his injuries and was pronounced at the helipad. The female, who was also ejected, was transported to Desert View Hospital via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance. The other male occupant was apparently uninjured on scene. Nye County Sheriff's deputies closed the roadway for approximately 7 hours to investigate the unfortunate incident. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
1 horse is dead and 1 man is in critical condition following yesterday's 65-mile-per-hour wind gusts in Sandy Valley at 1075 Ottawa Street. During the windstorm, a metal roof was apparently torn off a building, striking the horse, the man, and several other people. Sandy Valley Volunteer Fire Department arrived on scene, as well as Clark County Fire and Rescue and Metro Police. The man was transported to UMC Trauma Center.
Nye County Tax Assessor Shirley Matson has made a statement through News 46 in regards to the recent email scandal. Deanna O'Donnell reports.
In the case of Nye County Tax Assessor Shirley Matson and the actions being taken by citizens to begin her removal from her elected office, as well as complaints being sent to the ACLU in what is being called racist emails in regards to Hispanic construction workers at the Nye County Detention Center on Kitty Hawk and Basin behind the assessor's office. Shirley Matson has been given the opportunity to have a 5-minute interview unedited by News 46 to fully explain her position. After first agreeing, she has sent this response and approved it to be read. My attorney gave me strict instructions not to comment, but she herself would be willing to appear on my behalf. In regards to the ACLU, I have never been charged with any kind of discrimination, racial profiling, or any other thing. I have a clean record. I have only been the assessor since January, not enough time for me to have fiddled with anyone's assessed value. I have an appraiser do the assessing, all union. I believe they would more likely have the same mindset at the ACLU. We are very heavily regulated by the Nevada Tax Board. I would be arrested if I did anything illegal or unethical with anyone's assessed value. The assessor does not collect taxes nor set the tax rate. I asked the question regarding the workers because I was asked to by my constitutes. I am an elected official after all. I sent an email to the sheriff and the county manager only to get an answer and alert them that I was fielding these types of questions. Who in their right mind would want this kind of negative attention? Andy Alberti, who is also listed as a recipient on some of the emails, has sent News 46 a lengthy email beginning with, Last week, the Pahrump Valley Times had my email address published on the front page of their newspaper. They never received my permission to do that. In my opinion, it should have been redacted. Since they have brought me to this issue, I feel obligated to respond. They have a big pair of brass ones publishing my personal email on their front page. Mr. Alberti continues. If you would like to read his full email in its entirety, you can go to our website at KPVM.TV. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Coming up, the former First Lady of Nevada was a special guest in Pahrump.
And we welcome another new business to the Valley.
All this and more coming up after the break. Please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Physical Therapy, specializing in comprehensive accident rehabilitation. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900.
Welcome back. The Quilts for Cancer event at the United Methodist Church on Saturday had a special guest host. Deanna O'Donnell had an opportunity to speak with the former First Lady of Nevada, Dawn Gibbons.
And I'm just excited to be here with so many women that have worked so hard to make all those quilts. It's quite an impressive lot there that's going to do a lot of beneficial good for those with cancer and our veterans.
What does this mean to you, the quilts?
Well, it's very meaningful, obviously, because quilts are, making a quilt is an act of love. Someone has to really put a part of their time and their heart and soul in it, and it's going to go to someone that's needs the quilt, and it's going to make a meaningful message to them as well.
And especially in time where they're going through such a hard thing like cancer. The Veterans Hospital up in North Las Vegas that's being built, what is your goal there?
Well, actually, we want to be there to support the veterans. We want to make sure that they get the funding that they need from the federal government and also from a state and county perspective as well.
I know that one of the goals is to put a quilt on every bed there.
That is one of the goals, and I think that Pahrump by itself can absolutely do that as well. It seems like we have a lot of talent in Nye County.
Why did you come out for the Quilts event?
You know, I miss all my friends down here. I've been in Las Vegas for about 5 or 6 months, and I haven't been out to Pahrump in quite a while, and I wanted to come out and visit everybody. And also, this was such a great occasion to encourage more people in Pahrump and the Nye County area to donate their quilts. You know, so many people are very talented here, and it'll make a difference to someone that really needs the covering of love.
People don't realize how much this actually means to people who are going through such a hard time, and it really is what you said, an act of love. Tell me about yourself now, a little bit about, I know you're working for NBC. What's that about?
Oh, well, I'm doing community and public relations, and I'm also doing some lobbying. And I just came back from Carson City lobbying on behalf of the anti-meth efforts and also for autism. So those are two important causes, just like this is for people with cancer.
Wonderful. What a wonderful thing. What's some of your hopes for the future?
My hopes are that we can come together, not just as a community in Nye County, but as a state, and really send out a helping hand for those who are in need. Not the handout, but the helping hand, because so many people are hurting. They've lost their homes, they've lost their jobs. With the additional cuts on the state level, we might see a lot more people that are really in need. So we're going to have to really be neighborly and step up to the plate and help each other get through this tough time.
And with your autism efforts, what exactly direction are you going in there?
Well, we are trying just to hang on to the funding that we were guaranteed under the last administration because we are helping 174 kids. We have 350 on the waiting list. And if you don't continue that treatment, they regress. And of course, we're talking about changing people's IQ. And when they don't have treatment, some of these kids have gone back 8, 10, 12 IQ points. And we want them to be independent citizens because it'll cost $3 million without treatment, and with a treatment, you know, we're only talking a small amount of money.
What's some of your political goals?
My political goals is right now to just kind of sit back and watch the picture show. You know, we got a mayor's race in Las Vegas that we're all very interested in. And, you know, it's going to be exciting next year. We got another presidential election. We've got a new open seat in Congress. Dean Heller's left, and he's running for the U.S. Senate. So I'm very interested in watching those races.
Wonderful. How can people find out more information about your career and what you're doing?
Well, you know, I have a website, dawngibbons.org, or they can contact me through Channel 3, NBC.
Well, Barbara Johnston also spoke to us about the event and the plans in the future for the organization she created that has gone nationwide.
Well, we're doing a couple things, Deanna. Between 9 and 2 today, we had a quilt tying party where we tied that table full of quilts. Some are for children with cancer, and some are for our local hospice for their patients. And shortly, we're going to be seeing Dawn Gibbons here to kick off a new project, because for anyone that didn't know, who might not be a quilter, it's National Quilting Day, so we do quilting events. This is our Super Bowl. You can forget March Madness. We're quilting today. We do. We have a large cross-section of the community, and at this moment, some of the ladies did have to leave for other commitments. And we did start early this morning, so it's understandable. But at 3 o'clock, what we're going to be announcing is a brand new program. We're making 300 quilts for the new VA hospital that will open next year in Las Vegas. It's going to be the first VA hospital in the United States with a quilt on every bed for the veteran to take home.
Wonderful. And who's going to be participating in making these quilts?
Quilters from across Nevada, a few in Arizona, and California.
And how can people get involved in that?
They can just give me a call at 775-751-5356, or they can go to quilts4cancer.org.
Wealth Consulting recently cut their red ribbon at Pahrump Chamber of Commerce. They spoke to us about why it's so important in these difficult economic times to have a knowledgeable financial advisor.
Thank you guys so much for coming out to this. We have a new business in town as well as a new chamber member. We're here with the owner, Tony Brewer, from the Wealth Consulting Group. He does IRAs and all kinds of different investments. So anybody who's looking for investments, come see the Wealth Consulting Group. And at this
$1.25?
You know, you'd have to ask the man that. So at this point, I'd like to welcome him to the town of Pahrump as well as the Chamber of Commerce. And if you'd like to cut the ribbon, Tony.
We're a financial planning firm. We've been in Vegas for about 15 years. We've kind of been doing a little bit of marketing and volunteer work here in the community of Pahrump for about the last year and a half, and I think it's time to really make a stronger presence in the town. We're a financial planning firm. What sets us apart from our competitors is we're not here to just offer mutual funds or bond portfolios. We have actual staff attorneys that help us look at your wills and trusts and see if those are in line with what your goals are. We offer comprehensive investment analysis as well as insurance analysis to see if what you have is what's right for what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish.
Kind of a financial planning?
Financial planning is our goal. That's what our role is. Typically, you would give me a call, and the number you can reach me at is 702-492-3800. And typical first interview would be you and I getting to know each other and me trying to figure out what your goals are and what you currently have in place to accomplish those goals. I typically go back to my office and we bring in specialists where appropriate, figure out what would really be the right answer for you, and then we go back and we make suggestions, and typically our clients are pretty excited about the results that we're able to suggest to them.
In this economic hard times right now, this is really an important thing to have, isn't it? Because of the fact that people are kind of a little bit nervous about where to put their money.
They absolutely are, and we're able to address those concerns and show them the strengths and the weaknesses of all the products that they currently have and products that they're currently looking at. Myself, I've been in Vegas now for 17 years. I graduated from UNLV. I've been in the business now for 3 years, financial planning. And I plan to stay right here in Nevada and continue to grow in Nevada.
How do people contact you? Do you have an office, or are you coming to people's homes?
I both have an office in Vegas. I have we work with Stovall and Associates here in Las Vegas, where I can use their conference space, as well as I can visit people in their homes. Or if you'd like to do lunch, we can have a nice casual lunch and figure out what we're trying to accomplish there as well.
Tell me about the ribbon cutting today. What does that mean to you?
I think it symbolizes our presence in Pahrump and our commitment to Pahrump as a firm.
The X Factor is a television talent show which pits singers from around the country against each other. The prize being a recording contract and, of course, the publicity that comes from being involved in the competition. Pahrump residents Dan and Vanita Biggis will soon be auditioning for the television show. We spoke to both of them to hear all about it.
I'm with Vanita and Dan Biggis. We have a very important date coming up. Vanita, tell me what's going on.
We have decided to audition for not the American Idol, but the next one coming up, and the name of it is
The X Factor. The X
Factor.
Factor. Yes.
Yeah, and we have a chance to go there and be a part of that because any age is accepted.
Wonderful. And, this is down in L.A., and yeah. Simon Cowell is
actually the producer of the X Factor.
Yes.
Yes.
And he wrote a letter to him to join, and I got a letter from the whole company to come. So that seems nice, and I guess we're just have to get down there and join the rest of the group.
It's going to be the 26th of March and the 27th of March for the audition. And last month I signed her up and got a lot of response, actually from the producer saying, hey, break a leg, Vanita. So we're going to not break the leg, but we're going to be there for the 26th and 27th for this great audition for X Factor.
You both have been involved in entertainment all your lives. Vanita, tell a little bit about yourself.
Well, I came out of New York City as a professional ice skater, skated 2 Americas, North and South America, and ended up on Broadway when I was 18, 19, 20. Then I went on to do other shows around about 30 states of America and back around America as a dancer. And I danced and then continued on with my dancing career in some of the nice clubs and some of the good-paying clubs. And after that, I became a singer.
And Dan, yourself?
Myself, I was an Elvis impersonator. I still do Elvis once in a while. We're doing actually things more for seniors now. But I think this is a great opportunity to maybe win some big money. They say it's big money, so we'll see what happens. But we're looking forward to going down there and do the best we can. And my wife, she's so talented, and she sings from her heart, and I sing from my heart, and I love what we do.
And Vanita, you already have something picked out. I know you have to do 3 songs, right?
Yes, I have to do 3 songs, and I'm going to open up with Summertime, segue into New York, New York, and then segue into I Could Have Danced All Night in New York City.
So you guys will let us know how it goes and everything.
Yeah, and actually I got a email from Simon Cowell. It says, thank you, Dan, for signing up. And so I'm going to be doing Unchained Melody, probably some other songs a cappella.
Oh, so you yourself are too.
I'm also going to be in the contest.
Yeah,
so we'll see what happens, and we love what we do. And America out there, you'll see us.
There you go. And for more information or how can people contact you, I know you guys have some websites and stuff.
I have Dan Biggest Star Productions, and you can call me at 775-764-70 is my cell number.
Thank you.
And the same.
There you go. Bye-bye.
Well, we certainly wish them the best of luck.
Absolutely.
So were you cold today? It was pretty cold.
You know, actually, I saw in the mountains, it's snow central out there.
Absolutely.
And I have not seen the skies with so many clouds in a long time.
Yeah, we've got tons of them, and they're not really going anywhere. We've got lots of cloudy days and lots of cold days. But we will, I promise you, hit the 70s by the end of our 7-day forecast. Don't go anywhere. We'll have that and more right after this short break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather today. It was very cool, nice cool day for everyone. 60 degrees for our high. Winds are coming out of the south-southwest at about 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 34 miles per hour, so very windy out there. Now our pressure on the barometer holding steady 29.74. Sunrise was at 6:56 a.m. and our record high was 89 degrees back in 1997. Looking at tonight, it's expected to be partly cloudy. The clouds are going to give way a little bit for us with a low of 39 degrees. Not quite freezing, but still pretty darn cold. Winds out of the south at about 8 miles per hour. Sunset will be at 6:45 p.m. and our record low is 28 degrees back in 1989. Now moving on to our 7-day forecast, tomorrow is going to be a little windy, probably upwards of about 15 mile per hour winds expected. High of 62 at a low of 40. Wednesday, we're looking at a 20% chance of rain, winds up to 30 miles per hour expected, a high of 67 and a low of 33. Now Thursday, we're looking at maybe a 10% chance of rain, so I didn't quite put it up there for you, but we are going to have a windy day also, 35 mile per hour gusts expected, a high of 58 and a low of 39. Now looking at Friday, heading into the weekend, 20% chance of rain expected, windy day, 26 mile per hour winds expected, a high of 61 and a low of 32. So all around kind of cool and maybe a little wet for everybody. Saturday, not much changing in that department. Still 20% chance of rain expected, 22 mile per hour gusts expected, a high of 62 and a low of 35. Finishing off our weekend, no rain expected on Sunday, so at least you got a little reprieve there. Partly cloudy skies, winds up to 28 miles per hour, a high of 68 and a low of 38. And finishing off our 7-day forecast, Monday looking pretty good, windy with about 12 mile per hour winds, and finally back up into the 70s with a low of 49. So rest assured the days will get warmer, I promise.
That's good news. Okay, well, there will be a special hearing regarding the closure of Mount Charleston Elementary School. It will be held tonight at 6 p.m. in the Southern Nye District offices on West Street. All parents are encouraged to attend, even if their child does not go to that school.
And there are new and exciting volunteer opportunities here in Pahrump. The Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue needs clerical volunteers. Call Tony at 751-4000, extension 228.
And RSVP needs home companion volunteers to provide seniors with basic needs and services, and also drivers to provide transportation to doctor's appointments. Mileage reimbursement and extra insurance are provided. For more information, call Jan at 751-5282.
All right, and the Pahrump Arts Council is looking for new members who are willing to volunteer in the PAC office and assist with presentations, teach art and crafts to young people, write grants, and more. You can call PAC at 751-6776.
And this is good news. The Salvation Army has 80 sets of food boxes from Feed the Children to distribute to Pahrump families. Applicants must bring proof of physical address, written proof of all income, award letters, and etc., and IDs for each family member, especially children. These food boxes are for families with children only and will be given on a first-come, first-served basis. Appointments can be made by calling 727-5093.
All right, and as you know, the Salvation Army is trying to help the victims of the tragic earthquake and tsunami in Japan, and they would like your help. Text the word Japan to 80888 to give $10 to the Salvation Army's Japan relief work. This is a one-time donation of $10 to your mobile phone bill, and please respond yes to the thank you message you receive.
If you've missed any part of this newscast, you can watch it all again on our website at KPVM.TV.
All right, and I think that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
I'm Kelsey Roberts.
From everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.